The man changed girlfriends 10 times a week. Each time he lured a beautiful girl, he quickly discarded her. But over time, this game without challenge began to bore him. One day, his half-sister Ellie came across a magazine where a young girl, Annie, made a declaration of fidelity. With malice in mind, the siblings immediately devised a plan. BAS refused to believe Annie could remain loyal to anyone. Convinced no woman could resist his charm, he resolved to make Annie fall for him. Ellie, however, poured cold water on his confidence. To prove himself, BAS accepted her wager. After some inquiries, he learned that Annie was the daughter of the newly appointed school principal and was currently staying with her aunt. At their first meeting, BAS deliberately acted the perfect gentleman. But Annie, having already heard of his notorious reputation, felt strong aversion toward him. That evening by the pool, BAS tried to impress her, showing off his abs while whispering sweet words. He thought it would win her over, yet Annie saw him only as a bad boy and walked away. The next day, BAS enlisted the help of his friend Ron. Ron reluctantly painted Ba as the ideal man, claiming all the rumors were nothing but jealous slander. Out of trust in her friend, Annie believed him. She even revealed that it was Mrs. Carson who had spoken ill of BAS. Enraged, BAS decided to retaliate by targeting Mrs. Carson's daughter, Kay. Ellie supported the idea, as she despised Kay for stealing her boyfriend. It didn't take long for BAS to win Kay over, only to discard her afterward. BAS then volunteered at a nursing home, staging a chance encounter that led to him taking Annie on a drive. This gesture softened her heart, and soon, BAS himself was drawn to Annie's sincerity. They began seeing each other often. BAS was torn, afraid of losing the bet, yet unwilling to keep playing the game. When he finally confessed his feelings, Annie set aside her vow of fidelity and locked the door herself. For that moment, she even forgot about her boyfriend in Europe. But at the crucial point, Bob pulled back. He couldn't bring himself to hurt the girl he truly loved. Annie, however, mistook his hesitation for mockery. Heartbroken, she packed her bags to leave. BAS rushed to the station, and the two finally acknowledged their feelings. Annie accepted him completely. Ellie, furious, threatened to expose the truth about the bet. But BAS had already decided to confess himself. Every girl he had been with before had ended up branded as tainted, and he couldn't bear for Annie to suffer the same humiliation. He told her everything. Annie, devastated, broke up with him in tears. Consumed with regret, Ba later wrote a letter of apology and asked Annie to meet him at the square. On the way, however, a man, provoked by Ellie, attacked him in revenge. BAS was knocked down, and when Annie rushed to help, she was shoved into the street. BAS threw himself forward, pushing Annie out of harm's way, but was struck by a car instead. He was gravely injured and eventually died. Ellie remained indifferent to his death. Annie, furious, photocopied Boss's diary hundreds of times and distributed it across campus, exposing Ellie's hypocrisy and debauchery. In the end, Annie drove away in Boss's sports car, leaving behind a city filled with painful memories.